yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, I honestly didn't know how good we were. I mean, the first lap, I decided to just go where there was open space. Turns out that worked. And then, yeah, we just kept going, and it was just kind of slowly working our way forward. And our pit box might be the worst thing in the world. So I am just thankful that, like, we didn't hit anyone, and the guys got the work done, and we got out of the pits okay. But we definitely kind of, it's going to be a struggle tomorrow too for us. But obviously, you know, we want to win, and we want to compete at the front, and this team gave me an opportunity to do that. So we thought we could do it at Gateway, and then that opportunity quickly came to a grinding halt. But yeah, it's just, I'm really thankful to be here and just be back up where I dreamed of being my whole life, really.
The official passing stats just came out, 51 on-track passes for you. Obviously, those are high, so incredible job. All right, we'll open up for questions. Let's begin with Jenna Fryer here in the second row. Thanks, Chris.
I have questions for both of you. Will, I don't know if it was intentional or not, boxed Pelot in a couple times on the pit stop, and he was actually monetarily fined for running over equipment. Was that gamesmanship or by design?
No, not at all. Like, I tried my best to be square for my, like, the best thing I can do is hit my marks, and that will give me the quickest stop. And it's very difficult with such short boxes to get around and square. I actually locked up on top of my long, going around Pelot. Yeah, none of that. I'm not into that sort of thing. That's just straight up shitty to do that sort of thing. But yeah, it's tight boxes, simply. Yeah,
okay.
It's hard to get in and out. Someone in front of you. It's kind of lucky Santino left before I did on that yellow where we all stopped. So yeah, just tough.
Oh, and on Santino, did he help you there, or did you earn that?
No, he was going for a podium, which is fair enough. You know, those guys are still digging to get in the top 10. So yeah, I did a move and kind of just.
Yeah, it was help. I watched it all.
And then he
tough.
falls.
Yeah. I didn't want to force him up. I kind
Thank
of.
you, by the way.
I was like, oh, is that how you guys?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did I push him up? I felt bad.
It's just
like,
motorsport.
I was just like, yeah, but
Motorsport's hard.
Santino, I'm good friends with him, and he's helped me out. He helped me out of Portland.
Yeah.
And, so I didn't expect him just to move over. He deserved to be there, and he's going to fight for it.
And Connor, I'm assuming you're sober enough to answer this after dumping that bottle of champagne on your face.
Yeah.
Do you have a shot at this ride, at keeping this ride for next year?
I mean, I'd love to think so. I mean, in the end, the finances are very difficult to make happen in this world. But I feel like I have a lot that I still want to do in this world that the last couple of years have been obviously really difficult for me in the situation that I was in. But this group around me has been just so supportive, and like even after the first two races, I'm sure, like I said on TV, I'm sure everyone was like, well, we thought it was going to be great, but like I know I can run at the front with these guys, and the car gave me the opportunity to do that. I mean, I can only do what the car will allow me to do, and they gave me that chance. So we made the right moves when we needed to. But yeah, what the future holds, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, thankfully I got next week planned, and the weekend after that. But after that, we're kind of just
But you
back to the
like
drawing
this
board.
team and you're.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it feels like family. I mean, it's I won Ricardo's first car championship for him and got him his first IndyCar podium. So I feel like that's got to count for something.
We'll go Marshall Pruitt and then Bruce after that.
Connor, stick with you, talking about family. This team is family in many ways. A lot of folks from your Carlin days. Great stuff. Pato O'Ward.
Should have done on the podium, man.
Yeah.
I tried last time, but they chewed me out because I didn't put my Firestone on.
You get a 5-star table.
Sure, hang tight, Marshall. Obviously joined down, sombrero and all, with Pato O'Ward, who led 133 of the 250 laps, driving number 5. Arrow McLaren Chevrolet, third win of the season, 7th of his career, third win on an oval, fifth podium of the season, 25th. Pato after the selfie. Congratulations. Your thoughts on obviously a big night, and you got another race tomorrow too.
Yeah, wonderful race for us. The car really came to life in the second stint, and it was a little gnarly after that. But a lot of changing conditions. The track was getting quite a bit cooler, and tomorrow is obviously going to be quite a bit hotter than what it was today, or at least how it ended. So balances are going to change. Quick cars are gonna are going to evolve, and
Connor.
we'll see where we're at. But yeah, super stoked, and a great bounce back after a really tough weekend for me and the whole team. So really happy that I was able to get in this and Chevy top 3. That's awesome.
Yeah, we should be in Mexico City by NASCAR. Say we should be in Mexico City, yeah?
Yeah. Pato who?
Chevrolet top 4 tonight, by the way, just throw it out. Go ahead, Marshall.
Look at it.
Pato, what a difference a week makes. You were as dejected as I've ever seen on pit lane last Sunday at Portland. Tell me about this team. You guys rallied from nowhere last weekend to winning this week.
Yeah, I mean it's all about, you know, what are we missing, right? And we're not going to get it right all the time, but specifically this year has been really tough. Just to feel like I have, you know, something to fight with. You know, I feel like I've had it in numerous races along the year, but there's been some where it's just been really tough in a lot of different angles, I would say. So it was nice to bounce back like this, you know, after a solid qualifying effort, and then really putting it together in the race. Great pit stops, great strategy, and it all definitely came together for us.
Will chipped away at the championship lead. What did you learn about your car tonight you can apply tomorrow to get more points?
Man, it changed so much. Over a run and then from run to run, so it's very difficult to know what to do. I can't tell you how much I moved my tools around all night, front wing, and very difficult to know what you need here. I think it just, the tire deck is so big that you know, you start with one bit of balance and you finish completely, you know, the complete other side of that. So, but you know, I think everyone will be better tomorrow. Just know with strategy, they know, you know, how the tires go off, they know how to pass, they know what lanes work. So it'll be a harder race for sure. But it was good. It was cool racing, you know, with Pato at the end there, trying to catch him. Like he was just laying big darkies out every time out of the corner, man. I was like, he's loose. I was a bit loose, but I had a bit of both. But yeah, you feel satisfied as much. You know, we need to win, but very satisfied for our, you know, when you put everything into a race and it works out.
Conor, speak to the fact that you've done impressive things on ovals and IndyCar with the Carlin team. A lot of those folks are now part of the Juncos Hollinger team. Speak about that aspect of the family you're driving within.
Well, a lot of those guys, I got them a pole and now I got them a podium, so I feel good about that. They're a great group of people. And honestly, like, shout out Trevor Carlin too. I mean, he put together a really cool group of people, and obviously a lot of them have really enjoyed it, so they've stayed, and Ricardo and Brad have taken over, and it truly is, I think, a very underrated group, and they're so smart, and there's a lot of talented folks there. So they deserve this for sure, because it's been a very unlucky year for them. Obviously, I felt it the last 2 weeks, but finally we kind of got a race. This is the first race that we've been together where we haven't been spun at least once. So like, that's positive. So I think tomorrow can only be better, I hope.
Let's go Bruce Martin and Chris after that. Bruce.
For all three of you, but first time back at the Milwaukee Mile since 2015. How did you view the quality of the race?
It was, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of passing back and forth. I thought the crowd was really good too. It sounded awesome once you got out of the car, like the cheer of the crowd. So I think it was a very successful return. A lot of fun in the race, you know, and yeah, I don't know what it looked like from the outside, but it felt like he passed 50 cars. Like, he came past. I think anyone can get close to that. But
No, I was on the same as you, bro.
he drove to the front, then went to the back and drove to the front again.
I mean, I just wish they would have swept, excuse me, for the last restart, because when they did, it was like it really opened it up. But if they didn't, I mean, you were going up top with just a prayer and you close your eyes. So like that was really tough.
You actually couldn't see it.
You couldn't see anything. Yeah, I never
couldn't
saw
see.
a single car in front of me.
Yeah, I just like a car would disappear.
Yeah.
And then you come out and there he is.
No idea where I was.
So, yeah.
That was tough.
And
Real quickly, before, hang on, Bruce, to speak to that, 667 on-track passes in this race tonight, 326 were poor position, which is the most on record here at the Milwaukee Mile. Go ahead,
And
Bruce.
Pato, from your standpoint, the quality of the race, how the track felt, how you thought the fan support was?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, you could just hear the cheers of everybody was super happy, on the podium, and everybody was super, was just super into it and brought a lot of energy today. So that was fantastic to see. And my first time here in Milwaukee, so I don't know what to compare to, but this was fantastic. I mean, really been amazing, and it was a pretty good race. I mean, we could get through traffic and stuff like that, so that usually means it's eventful pretty much everywhere, but leaders, in the back, in the middle. So it was definitely a success, and excited for tomorrow.
And do you think that there's a good foundation to build this race back to being a regular on the schedule like it was all those years?
Yeah, I do. I think we've got to really build these events up. It's important to have a full crowd. It looks great on TV, and I'm looking forward to our TV package next year. I think all on network at the same time, at a good time. There's some great things happening for the series, and probably some good events coming in the next year or two. It won't be next year, obviously, the schedule's out, but after that, so got to keep digging. Got to keep catching those F1 and NASCAR people, and see if we can get there, man. You got to have that. That's what NASCAR, they had it written on the wall apparently, that they're going to one day be there. That we need that painted somewhere. Where would you paint it? We will be near, I don't know, F1. I guess you could aim high. Just put it on the wall there for everyone to see in IndyCar somewhere in there.
Love your strategy, Will. That's great.
Just get in the psyche, the subconscious.
It's just manifestation.
Just manifested, and one day, boom, there's IndyCar
Yeah.
right up there.
I
with
feel
the
that.
big guns.
Chris Hart.
Come on, boys,
I'm locked in, dude. I'm manifesting right
I'm here
now.
for the next decade.
Yeah.
You boys will benefit way more than me from.
Come on, bro, you're not don't show yourself sure. I mean,
Decades?
what?
I said if I was here for another decade, I'd be like,
You'll be fine.
yeah, I think I would.
You're performing
It's just a
fine. I don't
matter
see
of-
why not.
It's just a matter of keeping your job that long. Got a lot of young blokes coming up trying to take my seat, apparently.
Chris.
Connie mentioned earlier about getting Ricardo's first podium in IndyCar, and you got him his first championship in cars back in Starmouth in 2010. What does it mean to kind of bring all that full circle back to the very beginning, where you were just starting out in racing, he was starting out as a team owner, and now y'all both accomplished this together like that?
It's pretty cool, man. I think it's really impressive what he's done with that group, and I mean, it's still a fairly fresh team in the last 5-6 years. You know what I mean? When Carlin first came over, and then now, obviously under the JHR banner, I love what they've done. I love the group of people that they've brought together, and it's really hard to go racing in this series. It's hard to show up and be competitive, and obviously they've proven that that they can do it. So. It means a lot. I think Ricardo's a racer at heart. I mean, he just loves racing. He wants to do whatever it takes. I mean, sometimes on the stand, he's on my stand, and it sounds like he wants to try to engineer the car sometimes. It's like, my man, there's people that get paid to do that. So maybe let's just chill for a second. So but he just loves it. He wants to figure out how to make these cars go faster, and the team is dedicated to understanding where they need to improve, which I think is so important, because you just to go faster, it is hard. So you have to do a lot of work to get there. So I think they're trying to do that.
And in the last 25 laps, you saw Pato and Will, battling up there. How much was it having to just, keep back and realize you're in third, you got a podium here, let's not try and risk it too much against trying to go after those two up there?
I mean, most of the time I had no idea where I was on track position-wise, so I figured that once I saw those two in front of me, I was in a decent spot, but I definitely didn't lift off. I was trying my hardest, but definitely got a bit free at the end, and was just trying to kind of hang on, but we were not slow by any means, which felt nice.
When did you know you were in third?
As soon as all the lap traffic went away, and then my spotter told, actually after I passed Santino, they were like, hey, you're third. I'm like, well, that's cool, so that was neat. Yeah.
Patrick and Tony had one too. Go ahead, Patrick.
Pato,
Pato, is that headgear available at the McLaren merchandise?
Pato shop, bro. Pato shop. Pato shop booming.
Tell me about the sun. I was listening to some Lost Gators, and I can't blank see was every third lap by somebody. Was it that bad?
Yes.
Worse you've seen it? Worse you've driven it?
Yeah, you actually, well, you couldn't see the line, but also if you went, I was like, I know this guy's going high, and then his pattern is to go low, so he would just reappear here. Like, really, you couldn't see the car. Like, it would disappear. It was very, very difficult at the end.
Gateway was tough, but this was worse.
This was the worst, yeah.
Like, this was complete blindness.
Yeah.
This like
Yeah.
8 inches. Push, go.
Yeah, the car disappears.
Oh,
Hope he
it's
doesn't
there.
lift.
Yeah.
Cool. Conor, it looked like Santino came up post-race. Looked like you guys had a post-race embrace. I mean, could you believe that happened too?
Well, I mean, I don't think the guy's a bad driver. I mean, I've always said that. We've just had some disagreements for sure, but I think
Again?
Huh?
Wait, no,
we're good.
his beef with Grosjean.
Yeah, my teammate. Yeah, you're not. But I mean, I can respect a good, a good racer, and like we obviously raced me clean. And honestly, this year it's been really cool. So like, I've had some problems with him, of course, but like I respect, good racing and a good racer, and he's done a great job this year for sure. And I love like his group of people too behind him. Like Michael Cannon already texts me, and it's very funny what he says because I like Michael Cannon a lot. So yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
He calls me Randy, and Randy Cool. I don't know why, but he just said Randy in all caps and 45 exclamation points. So that's Mike. Yeah.
But you have no idea what the Randy
This is 2016, Jenna. This is a long time ago. This is back when I was trying to be elite, and then I fell off the wagon, and now we're back.
Now you're Randy again.
Now I'm Randy. Randy's back.
Like
Yeah.
Pato's got that dog back in him.
Peace. Dog never left that up.
Got that dog. Got that dog. It's oh, you do have a good dog, in you?
Yeah.
You can run well fast.
We gotta have the dog in this for sure.
Yeah, you do. Like top group, they're all got dog in them.
You do not, you do not admit to that.
What's that?
As a married man, just, you stay out of this.
Oh, is that what that
No,
means?
Will is a dog. Like, look at him. This guy.
I didn't even know what that means.
Yeah,
What does
it's
it mean if you're a dog? Like you can run
Anyway, next
fast?
question.
It means you like the ladies.
Oh.
No, that's not what that means.
No, I mean, like, what means he's basically engaged. You engaged?
No, not yet.
You got a big ring. You gonna buy a big one?
Well, I finally made money today, so I
Put it in the pot, man. It's got to be at least $50,000 around.
What?
Well, I gotta get at least 40 more of these there.
American girls love the big rings.
Is that right?
Yes.
If she wants that big ring, she doesn't deserve it, honey.
Wow.
I didn't even know what like marriage or anything was until I
This
was
is going
busy.
well. Yeah, this is going really well.
All right, so let's take one more in the talk show. All right, Tony, we'll wrap it up.
Conor, we'll start with you. The last 24 hours. You obviously weren't happy last season. You had a new engine. You made some Thomas Schechter-esque moves out there. Did you just know that you were going to have to go after it today, knowing that you got that new engine and nothing to lose?
I honestly didn't know if we were going to be good or not, really. Like, I still have no idea like how that all happened, but yeah, it felt fine, felt good. Car was nice to drive, and we just kind of kept working on it. Small adjustments every pit stop, and then we didn't go crazy. We just kind of put everything in the right spot.
Pato, was this an emotional day for you? I mean, obviously the stuff that happened this morning, come out, get the win. Did you go through that emotional roller coaster, or were you pretty even keeled throughout even the race?
No, I was chilling in the morning, chilling in the afternoon. I was just here for business.
Business, baby.
They love it. The outside move is Schechter actually also like the ladies. So.
Oh, yeah.
Similar.
We discussed that last night over a few beers.
Are you excited to be on Speed Street again this week?
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed that. Thank you.
That's
It's
right.
gonna be a great
I was hoping that I speak to Conor at least 2 more times this year. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Thank you. It's a great program.
All right, Will and Connor, we're going to cut you guys loose. Congratulations,
All
Will, another podium. Connor,
Thank you.
Best finish for Lucas Hobby Racing. And before we let you go, Pato, if you don't mind, for our Spanish friends, just your thoughts on big win here.